Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all over the world, I welcome you to GAF YouTube channel once again, GAF TV on well-being and lifestyle. We have been created to govern, to manage the earth. And we should also note that the way we govern the earth matters a lot. That is why in every nation you have constitutions. Even where they are not written, there are statutes and legislations to govern human relations, trade, commerce, education, recreation, sports, military, and what have you. Today, we are speaking on the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. This is quite particular to Canada. In other countries, most countries of the world, you have constitution written down on how they are to be governed. The rights, the fundamental rights of people, the rights, the obligations, the duties, the functions, how the state should be governed. The executive arm, the legislative arm, and judiciary. Today, in particular, I want to use Canada as a case study. And we are looking at the structure of government. In effect, we're talking about civic education. We need to be enlightened. We need to teach ourselves. We need to study governance. Because what you do not study, you do not know. What you don't know, you can't even, you can't think about it. You can't improve on it. And if you look at it from this, you say, impossibility is possible. I want to thank my special daughter of Zion, Bere, for this one. She got this from a very beautiful country. And I want to thank you once again, Bere, for all of you, for all the gifts you give to Daddy. I want to appreciate you. You know, Daddy is a giver too. Today is on governance. You know, it's give and take. That is what it was like. On the Canadian, there's what we call the Canadian government has three branches, which is the executive arm, headed by the Prime Minister, the legislative arm. The legislative arm comprises of all the provincial and the parliament and the other legislative arms in the municipalities. And we have judiciary. What do the executive do? The executive heads the law. It is headed by the Prime Minister, and they are to execute the law. They execute the law, performance of the law. Who makes the laws? The legislatures. They are comprised of those of the provinces. In some countries, they call them states or what have you. And then the provincial legislatures and municipal legislatures. They are to make the laws to govern living and non-living things, everything in their territory. And they have lists. In some places, exclusive list, which is for the federal, and then we have the other list that concord. We can put all legislate on it. That's very clear. But today, I'm just taking the basic fundamentals. I want us to know it. And if we know it very well, you are not a lawyer like myself, we are just refreshing our memory. We need to know how we are governed. The third arm is, I've said that the legislature makes the law. The third arm is judiciary, and that is comprised of the different courts, tribunals, and what have you. They interpret the laws. That's basic knowledge. Let's leave it like that. Let's also go to, we have the rights and duties of citizens. This is comprised in the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. It guarantees various rights. Let me also mention that the Charter of Rights and Freedom, the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms, is a constitutional document. It outlines the fundamental rights and freedoms of people, of citizens. It was enacted in 1982 as part of the Canadian Act. Let's leave it like that. The fundamental freedoms, which you need to know very well, very, very important. Fundamental freedoms are freedom of conscience, freedom of religion, freedom of thought, belief, opinion, expression, peaceful assembly, and association. Listen very carefully. Number 2, the democratic rights. Their right to vote and participate in election, that means to vote and be voted for, we are qualified, and to seek public office. Number 3 is the mobility rights. You have the right to remain or to go out of Canada. You have the right to enter, to remain, or go out of Canada as a citizen. Let's talk about the legal rights. Legal rights include the right to life, to liberty, to security, and equal protection under the law. Let's go on with equality rights. Protection from discrimination based on race. Let me say it again. Protection from discrimination based on race, national or ethnic origin, color, religion, sex, age, or mental and physical disability. There's what we call the rule of law and balance of power. The rule of law ensures that all individuals, institutions, and government officials are subject to the law, providing a framework for governance and protecting individual rights. Balance of power refers to the distribution of power among the executive, the legislature, and judiciary, preventing any one branch from dominating the others. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity to listen. Please like, share, send your comments, and subscribe to the GAF YouTube channel. Go and flourish, go, advance, and flourish. Until I come your way again, please have a wonderful day. God bless you. Shalom, shalom.